Hello, Kootenai County. We're here today with one of your candidates. Allyson Knapp is running for County Assessor, and she's going to give us some information about why she's running and what her plans are. So we'll start with just a couple of questions. Welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me.
You're welcome. So why are you running for office?
Well, I'm running for this particular office because I was asked to run. I was asked by people in the office and people within the county if I would please consider it. I have worked there multiple times in the past, and so they knew my character, they know my work ethic, and I think they just felt that I would be the right fit to make the changes that are needed in the office.
Good, good. And then explain the job of the assessor and how this relates to tax bills and that we all homeowners receive every year.
Yes, it's a common question that we all get. The assessor's office really doesn't have a lot to do with the taxing part of the bill. What we do is we come in and assess your value for tax purposes as of January 1st every single year. We are not there to set the budget. That's the commissioners. The taxing districts, they also play a part, but we do play a part in the fact that we set your value, and that needs to be fair. And it also needs to be, like I said, for tax purposes, not for what it could sell for tomorrow.
Okay.
And so that is when I am, as an appraiser, when I'm out in the field and I'm looking at properties and I'm seeing these values, I don't know where they're getting these values. Some are low, and others, like I cannot reach their values. So we need to see some consistency, and yeah.
Good, good. And then where do you see the assessor's office needs to improve, and what would you recommend?
Yes. Well, there's three things that I would recommend. First is morale needs a boost. And I also believe in customer service. And that's not only just upstairs in the assessor's office, but it's downstairs in the DMV as well. Okay. I feel that these guys work really hard to do their jobs, and they need to be respected. I feel like when people are respected, they pay it forward to everybody who's walking through that door. Second is what I had just talked about, the consistency in values. I should be able to take any appraiser and put them in any district, and they should be able to do the same process throughout. So it doesn't matter if you live in Harrison or downtown Coeur d'Alene, you should know how your values are being applied and that they're fair consistently. And then the third thing that I really want to focus on is just that taxpayers need to know that we are being fiscally responsible within the assessor's office. We need to know that we are doing things on time. When things are not on time, that actually ends up costing the taxpayers. XTR, they're the company that's helping with the patch that the current assessor's working on. And those fees, we have been working on the system for 4 years. And so I think we need to be looking into what that is costing us as taxpayers. And then also the legal fees, those appeals that we get within the assessor's office, those can be very costly to taxpayers also.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when a big company appeals, we go down and we...
So I thought it was just the homeowners going before the commissioners to appeal. There's more to it than that then.
Oh, you can take it all the way to the state. You can take it to the Idaho Board of Tax Appeals. You can take it all the way up. You can go to district court with it. And so a lot of companies do that. Big companies, that's one of their models, is to appeal their assessment values, because it's not just residential. We do commercial, we do vacant land, we do even exempt properties. We still have to put what the value is of their property, not just residential.
I learned something new. Okay. And then your fourth question, what are the areas that you recommend North Idaho invest in to help mitigate some of the impact of growth? And I don't know if you have any control over that or not.
You know,
Give me your thoughts.
I would say the assessor's office doesn't really have a lot of control over policy or zoning, that type of growth. I think where the assessor's office is concerned, I think one of the big things is URDs, urban renewal districts. That affects the assessor's office quite a bit.
Okay.
We are the ones who calculate all the different, we call them increments, to the taxing districts, and the developer, the person who runs the URD. And honestly, it's urban renewal. And I'm sure they are very good in that situation, but I don't believe urban renewal belongs on the prairie or in Rathdrum, and so I'm not a big fan.
No. Nor are we. Anyway, and then fifth, expand on your experience and what you have to offer for this position.
Sure.
Why are you running for this position? What's your experience?
What's my experience? Well, I am a certified residential appraiser. I have been appraising locally here in Kootenai County for 30 years. I have also been an appraiser within the assessor's office. I was there for 3 years doing mass appraisal. I am a realtor, which I think is a benefit because I do know our different markets. And then lastly, I have been the chief deputy assessor. So I know the administrative side of this office as well as the technical side and the appraisal side of it. So when people come with questions, I can actually answer them.
Good.
Yeah.
And give us a closing statement. Anything at all that you think the voters would benefit from knowing?
Yeah.
That you want to discuss.
Yeah, I think, you know, the big hot topic right now is the homeowner's exemption that has been put into place. I believe that it is an overreach of government. I don't think it should be that invasive, and I would put a stop to that. There is a form that the state recommends, and we used to use it, and we could use it again. And really, I want the taxpayers to know that I am putting them first. This is an office that is a public service, and that is our job, is to serve the public. They should have transparency to know how their values are being brought forth, where those sales are proving either, you know, our values have gone up, and values can go down. Values don't always just go up. And there are multiple...
Think of the market crash. Right?
Well, yes. COVID, you know, COVID did increase values, but it also made commercial go pretty stagnant for a while. So just because we see it in one, you know, classification, we don't necessarily see it in the other. The other place we really saw it in COVID was land sales. That's where things really skyrocketed.
So tell me how many, we're curious, how many people do the appraisals?
Well, in the whole office, there's a team of about 72 people, and that does include the DMV people.
Okay.
But we do have the mapping department, which does our plats and our segregations, and that's where the county surveyor is. And then in the actual appraisal departments, we have residential. There's about 14 residential appraisers. We have some that we call floats that go into different districts to help out. And then there's commercial. There's 3 appraisers in commercial. Okay. And there is mobile homes, personal property, there's forestry. So it is an office of appraisers, plus the staff up front. And yeah.
It's a big staff.
It is.
Do you also appraise land, vacant land?
Oh yes, yeah, the appraisers do that, most residential, and then commercial would do commercial lots. Okay. And it's funny, our commercial department actually does condos. A lot of our condos have that, you know, the business on that main floor and then the rest. So yeah, they do our condos for us as well.
Wow. That's a big job.
That is a big job.
And what's your budget for that?
The budget, the budget has been approximately 20% of the county's budget does go to the assessor's office. It's a lot. It's a lot to cover. It's a lot of people.
That's great, and those would be all under your direction.
Yes, the DMV, we kind of house them. ITD runs the DMV, but we house all the employees and do their technology with them.
And this gets done every 5 years, right?
So we appraise every single year. But yes, but we only go to approximately 20% of the properties each year because we have to physically go to every single property in the county once every 5 years. So we want to go out there, see if anything has changed. Is there additions? Did it burn down? Those are the types of things we're looking for. If you had pulled a building permit and it's new construction, we need to get that on the roll. That's actually really important. Currently we have 2 appraisers in every district.
Okay.
And so Coeur d'Alene, Rathdrum, Post Falls, we have 2 appraisers out there doing all that new construction, plus their 20% reevaluation.
In addition to?
In addition to that,
Wow.
plus we're trying to look at all the sales and determine, because this is mass appraisal, we're doing a whole neighborhood, not your individual house. And so we're looking at, say, Coeur d'Alene Place. Did Coeur d'Alene Place see a 5% increase? Did it stay the same? Did it go down? So yeah, they're looking at all that data on top of trying to get all that new construction on the roll. And that's actually really important.
Wow, that's
Yeah, because that's,
massive undertaking.
as taxpayers, we want everybody to be on the roll. And the roll needs to be in on time.
Yeah.
So other departments can get their jobs done. We work hand in hand with the treasurer's office and the auditor's office. So yeah, we have to all work together.
And the way North Idaho is growing, you're going to need more
Yes,
appraisers.
yes, we definitely are. Yeah, it's a big undertaking, and
Yes.
I mean, you have statutory dates that you have to hit all year long.
Yeah.
I just think having that experience, being able to talk the talk and walk the walk is very important, and I hope that the voters see that and they actually get out on May 19th and vote.
I hope so too. Better than more than 20-something%. I think it is.
Yes, that would be wonderful. Yes.
Anything else?
I don't think so. I think that unless you guys have a question for me, I think that's...
We're trying to keep it short and sweet and just have an opportunity for the voters to get to
know
see
me.
your face.
Yes.
Other than talking, other than
Yeah.
just what's printed, which we appreciate
Right.
too, but
Yeah, no,
it's different.
I
It's-
appreciate the time to come in and
Yeah.
get to know some of the voters and you guys, and
yes,
yeah,
we appreciate you coming.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Thank you.